Sales, and this is Phillip Cochran. He is one of the owners of CG&J, and where we are today. And one of the neat things about the good old US of A, these products that you see in front of you are made here.
That's right.
In Alabama, and I'm grateful, Phillip, that you've joined us today. We'll be talking about different parts of your business, but let's first, if you're new to seeing this, let's tell them a little bit about the overall part of the business, what all you do.
Okay, Bryce Thomas Radiator started in 1956 as a radiator shop. It's a family-owned business. We used to repair radiators, vehicles, and everything else, and we still do that. We still repair cars, radiators, air conditioners, heater cores, anything to do with a vehicle, we still do repair on site. But now we have ventured out over the past few years. We are into manufacturing all aluminum heat exchangers, from radiators, charge air coolers, oil coolers, and now even do a copper brass line too.
Which is amazing. Now, of course, you do everything, of course, from the repair to the actual manufacturing of all of these pieces, and just about anything you can dream or imagine, actually. I know that y'all do everything from race cars to literal military tanks to mopeds and everything in between. And again, industrial, whether it's an air compressor or a 18-wheeler or a dump truck.
Right.
And 3 types or 4 different types actually of heat exchange systems. And so today, of course, we'll be taking part of one of those and talking more about the heavy duty side.
Right, right.
Let's talk about some of the products that not only you manufacture, but you repair as well. But let's talk about some of the products of the scale that y'all work on and manufacture today.
Okay, when we started manufacturing aluminum especially, we started in the charge air cooler business, and that was diesel truck radiators. Anything with a turbo has a charge air cooler. It's basically a radiator that cools air. So that was our first and foremost thing. We started repairing these, and then we realized that we were just, they wasn't repairable. It was all due to metal fatigue. So we decided we would start manufacturing these products. And this was one of our first models here. It's for a Freightliner. Obviously this is a little smaller unit, but that's how we got into aluminum brazing. And then once we got going into that pretty good, we started doing truck radiators out of aluminum. So you can see this is a bolt up. This is a mock-up size for a Freightliner also. This thing's usually about 40 by 40 is its actual size. So we started manufacturing that. And then soon after that, it was into the antique car. Like this is a mock-up for a 32 Ford. We started manufacturing radiators for antique vehicles. You have a radiator, you have an old A model or something, you need a newer radiator on it, we can make it all aluminum to fit right in the spot.
Which is very unique and something that I'm gonna make you talk a little bit about, because I got to watch this experience a couple of months ago. Take me through the process that either I've got a hot rod or I've got a model vehicle of some type, old era, and I call in and I say, hey guys, I've got this vehicle and here are my specs. What happens from then to the time I get one back?
Well, there's a lot of conversation on what you need exactly, like what kind of engine you're going to put in the vehicle. You know, a lot of people are using Chevrolet engines in Fords. So we have 32 Fords with Chevrolet setup for a Chevrolet engine. So what we normally do is we start with photos, drawings, anything like that if it's something new that we don't make already. And we create a CAD drawing off the information you send me and the photos, and then we're able to get that signed off on and produce it in all aluminum to fit in your vehicle.
So just y'all understand, when you call in, email, and speak to them, you're speaking to someone that's actually going to help you design that.
Right.
So, I mean, down to the hair and placement. This is going to be electronically drawn.
Right.
And then it's going to go to someone that's going to cut the metal pieces out. Then it's going to go to assembly where someone actually hand welds this. This is not all done by a robot in the back.
Right, it's all hand welded, TIG welded.
Absolutely. And then it gets tested.
Underwater.
Yep.
20 pounds of pressure.
And then it gets through the process of the paint, if
it's painted. Yeah.
if it's requested.
That's right.
And then shipped out to you. So
Right.
that's a pretty unique stuff. Let's talk more about some of the actual products on the heavy duty side that y'all use.
Okay. After we got into the aluminum, we saw a great need for high pressure oil coolers. So we designed what's called a C-bar, and it's an extruded tube with bars running through it. It's all brazed, but and it'll replace the old bar and plate design. But this cooler here can test up to 1,800 pounds of pressure. And as you can see, it has a long webbing inside this tank, and we have all different sizes. I think we have like 18 different thicknesses we can do, and we can do them from a size this to 6 by 6 foot wide.
Wow. Now, what type of instrument, or I guess unit, would an 18 by 18 or a 6 by 6? What would that go into? What type of?
Well, we built one for a train the other day. We have a photo of that on our website that you can go see, and it was at least 6 by 6. I mean, we do, some of them are 18 feet. I mean, in series. So I mean, we can do just about anything. If you pictures, dimensions, specifications, we can draw something up and build it from that.
Wow. So again, going back to the diversity, and I don't want anybody to get the thought that they've been doing this for the last 6 months. I mean, it's been a long time.
It's a long process.
A long time. I mean, I know that y'all been in the business over 20-something years. So as far as this stuff goes, this came out of sitting down with y'all and listening. Out of, hey, you know what? This is beyond repair, and we can do this better. We can make that better than what we're seeing come in here. And so if you go on the website, of course, we'll have that below us, and check it out. There is a massive amount of products that you can buy on there, as well as how-tos, or if you want to read the blogs that people are blogging in about. It's a great place for information and education. Is there another product that you'd like to talk about?
Well, I mean, on the, we also do not only oil coolers, but we do the C-bar air. This is the newer thing that we do. So it's basically this, except in extreme applications. I mean, this thing's almost bulletproof, and it's built the exact same way as our high pressure oil coolers, but it's good to about 1,250 PSI. And normally you run probably 60 to 80 pounds of boost pressure on something like this, but you're able to run twin turbos, get higher performance and everything else out of this. Not only will it take the boost pressure, but also take the vibration in any harsh environments that you may be using your vehicle or a piece of equipment in.
So what type of, when you've had people call in for things of that nature, what types of vehicles or pieces of product do you see that being applied into?
Well, Caterpillar, Volvo, Komatsu, things like that we do virtually every day in either a Recore or an all-new.
So when a person that's calling in to place an order for these type products, who is it typically that you're dealing with? I mean, is it a shop? Is it an individual?
Both. We do a lot with repair facilities that actually take the unit in, test it, find it to be bad. We do a lot of business with those. But we have a lot of companies call us, manufacturing companies that use, pieces of equipment in their manufacturing process. They call us for oil coolers and air coolers and things like that, and even special needs. I had a gentleman call me about a grain cooler the other day, and we're going to be building it. Basically using this same tube, this same process, so we get calls from all over the country and all over the world, really, and we try to help them with their problem.
That's amazing, and that is something that being a local guy that I love to see is where you're seeing local people helping people find solutions.
That's what
but
we try
y'all
to do.
really are more of a solution company
Yeah, we try to be.
You know?
We try to be.
But if you've got something that you need built that is transfer heat, it is cooling a product, and I mean obviously I'm not a toaster oven,
Right.
but if it is your moped or if it is your grandpappy's antique tank,
That's right.
it can be built, it can be produced, and it can be created from scratch. You have your dimensions, you call the guys, email them, get in contact with them, go to the website. You'll find a great amount of information there to help you find what you need. Phillip, thanks.
Thank
It's
you.
always interesting to have you here and having the family business talk about what all they do, and wish you great luck in the future. And thanks for putting this kind of business in the United States.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you.
Next time.
All right, bye-bye.